Hey, this is Mark from Alaskan Family Adventures. Today we're going to talk about the 8 best Alaskan travel guides to plan your Alaskan vacation. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below so you'll be notified anytime we put out new content. Planning your own self-directed Alaskan vacation is a great alternative to an Alaskan cruise. Alaskan cruises are a great value and they provide an excellent product, but it's also the same experience that everyone else on the cruise is getting. If you want to choose the path least tread upon and experience Alaska on your own terms, here are some great resources for planning that adventure. The web is a great resource and, let's face it, is likely to have more current information than a printed book. But you have to know what you're looking for. Books can give you a more complete picture, are easy to navigate, and develop their own character over time. Dog ears, sticky notes, paper scraps in between the pages, notes and doodles in the margins, and any number of other things can turn a normal book into a traveling companion. Here are some Alaskan travel guides that have stood up the test of time and are chock full of detailed information and guidance to help you with your Alaska trip planning. The milepost. If you have only a single source of information in your bag, this is the one to have. The milepost guides have been the best Alaskan travel guides since 1949, and my family has used the milepost as a reference since I was a child growing up here in Alaska. We buy a new one every few years, and it lives in our vehicle full time. The milepost contains mile-by-mile information on every highway and community in Alaska, including the Trans-Alaskan Highway through Canada. Road trips are a part of life in Alaska, and if you want to know what's up the road or around the next corner, this is the book for you. If you're going the extra mile and driving to Alaska from the lower 48, this book is a must-have. They also have a great website, which even includes Alaskan Cruise information. The Traveler's Guide to Alaskan Camping. This book is the definitive guide for RVers and car campers in Alaska. Are you out on a remote highway and need to know where the closest dump station is? Or you've been driving for hours and need to find a camp spot close by to pitch a tent? This is the book for you. This book is 500 pages focused on campsites and RV parks on every highway and community in Alaska. With an RV and this book, who needs an Alaskan cruise? This book lives in our bookshelf for planning our trips, but we take it with us every time we take a road trip. Erin Kirkland is an Alaskan journalist, outdoor enthusiast, and dedicated mom who has accumulated her outdoor experiences with her family into this excellent guidebook. This book makes Alaska more accessible for families who need some tips and guidance on exploring with their kids. Topics range from what to consider packing to where to explore in Alaska, all with an eye on getting the kids out for a successful Alaskan adventure. For our family, the best part of Alaska is exploring it with our kids. If you're exploring Alaska with kids, this book or the author's website are great resources. Highway Angler, Fishing Alaska's Road System. Alaska and fishing go hand in hand. If you have a larger budget that's not that difficult to hire a fishing guide that'll handle everything for you and take you to the most beautiful and serene fishing locations in the world. But if you want to direct your own Alaska vacation on your schedule, then this is a great guide for finding great fishing that is accessible from the road system, along with the information on gear and regulations. No need to pack your fishing gear with you. If you're in one of the larger towns, you can grab the basics at Walmart, Fred Meyer's, or any number of sporting goods stores inexpensively. The Alaskan Road and Recreation Atlas and the Alaskan Atlas and Gazetteer. My wife and I are map junkies, and we love both of these books. The Alaska Atlas and Gazetteer has been right next to our milepost for years, but we found the Alaska Road and Recreation Atlas at Costco recently, and we're pretty attracted to it. Either will do nicely for any map junkie. Both contain full detailed maps of the state and road system, as well as some useful information about data about particular areas. In addition to maps, these guides are also great primers for information such as hunting and fishing spots, hiking trails, museums, etc. Very handy for getting that bird's eye view of things to determine what you want to put more energy researching. If you're up in Alaska for the hiking, then of course a hiking guidebook is pretty handy. This is one guide that you really want something specific to the area you'll be traveling in. Alaska is a third of the size of the United States, and any hiking guidebook that covers the state is either going to be huge or only have the most popular routes. Here are two that we use for hiking ideas and information in South Central Alaska. 55 Ways to the Wilderness in South Central Alaska and Best Hikes near Anchorage. But any hiking book for any particular area is going to be chock full of information. Travelers come to Alaska for any number of reasons, and there are niche guides for whatever you might be into. Here are some other books to consider that my wife and I have found to be valuable over the years. Kayaking, Camping, and Camping in Prince William Sound. Kayaking Prince William Sound is my wife and I's absolute favorite thing to do in Alaska. With the title meant specifically for us, we were instantly attracted to this book and not disappointed. It has great information for anyone exploring Prince William Sound, not just kayakers. Kenai Canoe Trails. The Kenai Canoe Trails are definitely off the beaten path for most Alaskan visitors. The year my wife and I were planning our first canoe adventure in this area is the same year we had our first daughter. Our plans were merely delayed, and now that the kids are older, we're looking forward to exploring this area more. A Field Guide to Alaskan Wildflowers or Alaskan Wild Plants. Both of these books are excellent guides for the plant life you are likely to find in Alaska. The Field Guide to Alaskan Wildflowers is more comprehensive of the two, while Alaska's Wild Plants is the more concise and compact. You would hardly notice it in your backpack. This guide also has a focus on edible plants in Alaska. There's a surprising amount of food in the wilderness waiting for you to nibble on for those who know what to look for. Cautionary note, there are also bad things out there, so please use caution. Be prepared. No matter what your Alaskan vacation consists of, do your homework and be prepared. Don't let the beauty of Alaska fool you. It is a rugged and unforgiving land for the unwary. Check out my post on the 8 must-pack items for any Alaskan adventure for more helpful tips. Links in this post are Amazon affiliate links, and all proceeds do go to support this site. Thank you very much. However, if you're traveling through Anchorage and don't need your books right away, let me recommend the best bookstore you've never heard of, Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave is our local used bookstore here in Anchorage and has a huge selection of Alaskan books and guides. Our family goes there almost weekly to browse for new reads. The Alaskan section is right up front and probably has most of the titles we've talked about for great prices. Either way, you support the Alaskan economy, so please check it out. Thanks for visiting. Hope you found this information useful. Please check out our site for other useful content, and we'll see you next time.